Hello, my name is QISTINA ABDULLAH. Metric number BP21110208 will presenting definition of preliminary test. Jadi apa tu preliminary test? The preliminary test is a research analyzed to test questionnaire items. Jadi ia di mana dikenali sebagai validity and reliability test. Test ni membantu memastikan bahawa instrumen penyelidikan berfungsi dengan baik sebelum digunakan pada sampel yang lebih besar dalam kajian utama. Jadi, preliminary test ni is an initial assessment or evaluation that collect basic information dan juga mengenal pasti possible concern or determine qualification before moving on to more in-depth analysis or processes. Jadi test ni sering digunakan sebagai screening tool to filter applicants, confirm hypothesis or evaluate baseline knowledge and abilities. Jadi biasanya skala pengumpulan data awal ni lebih kecil dan tidak melibatkan pengumpulan data besar atau sepenuhnya lah. Jadi ia boleh berlaku dalam bentuk soal selidik awal atau saringan cepat. The preliminary study ni juga dia dapat mengenal pasti any bias lah, gaps or issue in the research design or instrument that might lead to result yang salah in the main study.
Okay, hi, my name is IZZATI binti AZMI, matrix number BP21160615. So I'll explain about the objective. The objective of this preliminary testing is the first one, to identify if the question are clear, relevant and open-ended enough to elicit meaningful responses. And the second objective is to ensure that the tools and method are effective for collecting meaningful and reliable data for our research. Okay, so I'll continue explaining about type of research instrument which is interviews. So the questionnaire was the same as that used in the main study, but an additional question asking their opinion and attitudes toward the process in order to make the necessary changes in the instrument to be used in the main study. So the preliminary test participants were invited to ask questions in case any item was unclear, and we will also ask for their feedback about the procedures being used. So that's all from me. I'll pass to the next presenter.
My name is CHANG with matrix number BP2110139. So I will explain about the fundamental issues of pre-testing. There is 4 issues with sample size, appropriateness of question, method and participant recruitment. So for the sample size, small sample used for the pre-testing might not represent the diversity of the target population. Since we are using a qualitative research, so there is 5 to 10 participants for our data collection. For pre-testing, there might be 2 or 3 participants only. They may not fully capture the variety of perceptions, experience or challenges for the data collection for the population that needed for our research. The second issue is about the appropriateness of the question, where the questions might be too narrow or just focus on the surface level issue. Therefore, there will be the missing deeper insight for the data analysis. Therefore, the preparation of the question need to be aligned with the research objective. Next is about the method. So in our qualitative research, we use in-depth interview. They might be take longer or shorter than expected based on the ability of the researcher conducting the interview. So the data collection and note-taking challenge include audio equipment might faced by the interviewer, and this will increase the difficulty of transcript and data analysis. And the last issue about the participant recruitment, where the participant selections criteria may not represent the target population or irrelative insights with the topics of the research, and the willingness of the participant also may result in unproductive pre-testing session. I I will continue with the guideline or protocol for our pretesting. So the purpose of the pretesting is to clarify the questions, the flow, the participants' comfort, and the time management include interview guide, question wording, interview style, recruitment methods, and data collection tools. So who will be the participant for our pretesting? Is we will choose the participant who share the similar characteristic to the target population for the research. And we will make sure that the participant fully understand the purpose of the pretestings and give the informed consent. And we will prepare the interview guideline, include open-ended questions to encourage detailed, meaningful response to allow the flexibility and in-depth exploration since we are qualitative research. Then we will test the research tool based stimulate the full data collection process, observe the participant response on the question, and evaluate the length of the process to ensure the effectiveness of the research. Next, we move to the participant feedback, where we asking the feedback of the participants after the interview and focus for the participants' comfort during the process. Next is about the review the data collections. Review the data quality whether the answer align with the research objective or not, and look for the issues for the incomplete answer. Refine research instrument is the next step after we review the data collections, where we revise questions based on the feedback and data analysis. Then we will make the refresh of the questions, adjustment of the flow and the interview structure to ensure the transition will go smoothly. Reassess the timing to ensure that there are enough time for the participant to express themselves fully. At the end, we will finalize the research methodology, where after we try the pretest, we will adjust the recruitment methods to ensure the target populations align with the research topic. Review the data collection process to ensure all aspects are fully included, and confirm the ethical consideration to make sure the protocol are fully in place.
Everyone, my name is Jin, number matrix BP21110237. So I will be presenting the preliminary testing analysis procedure. There's 5 phases or steps in our analysis procedure. First, instrument testing phase, which is we will interview, protocol assessment, and analysis steps, which is including the conduct cognitive interview with 2 trainee counselors by 1 researcher, analyze question comprehension and clarity. Then we will record the participants' feedback on question clarity and document time taken for each interview session. Second, which is data collection procedure testing, which is recording and transcription and initial coding framework development. First, we will test the audio recording equipment quality and practice transcription process with sample interview. Then, develop preliminary coding scheme, test coding reliability with sample transcript. Third step, which is preliminary data analysis. We include content analysis and quality assessment with measure, which is including the conduct initial thematic analysis of pilot interview, identify emerging patterns and themes, then iterator reliability testing for coding, member checking the procedure evaluation and assessment of data saturation indicators. Then fourth will be methodological refinement, which is process evaluation and documentation procedure. First, assesses timing and logistic for interview process and evaluate participant recruitment procedure. Then we will develop standardized field notes template, create analytical memo formats, establish audit trail procedure, and design the reflexibility journal format. Then at the last step will be statistical consideration for demographic data, which is basic descriptive analysis, the frequency distribution of demographic variable, cross-tabulation of key characteristics, and basic statistical summary of participants' profile. Then we will focus on the theme for our research, which is CBT, multicultural, and challenges. So that's all from my part. I will pass to next presenter. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Alif bin Muhammad Yusuf, and I'll be presenting about the results from our preliminary tests before. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is that we have to enhance question clarity. Okay, this is to ensure that all questions are easy to understand and to avoid ambiguous languages. We also need to use an inclusive language that the participants could understand more, and this is to reduce the confusion among participants and increase the accuracy of the response to make them fully understand of the question so they can give better response, the best response. Okay, so next is we have to ensure ethical and cultural sensitivity. So we need to refine our questionnaires and interview to respect participant background, beliefs, and privacy. And we also need to we need to obtain informed consent and ensure ethical standards are upheld. So, okay, so this is the basics and also need to be improved sector in our test for our full study later. Okay, so next is we need to refine the recruitment criteria. Before it was quite general, it was specific but not specific enough. So we need to define a new clear selection criteria to ensure that the participants represent the targeted population. We do this to improve the relevance and applicability of the data collected. Okay. Next one is we need to optimize interview flows and transition. This is very important. We need to make sure that the structure of the question is good to create a logical progression. And we need to do this by moving from general to specific topics smoothly. This is to make sure that the participant engage with us and to minimize cognitive fatigue. Next is we need to test the data collection tools. And this is by re-evaluating the reliability of recording equipment, transcription tools, and data storage method during the pre-test to avoid technical failures during the main study. Okay, so this is one of the thing that we encountered before when we are recording that when we are doing the preliminary test. We have technical issues such as the recording tools is ran out of battery. So this is what we need to take note of in to make sure that the next uh, interviewing session would be smoother. Okay, so the last one is we have to evaluate timing and scheduling. So we need to assess the time required for each questions and overall session to ensure interviews are neither too short or nor too long. This is to maintaining the participant engagement. As we all know, if the interview is going on for too long, then that is not good. And if it's going on for too short, there's not enough data collected from the participants, and we would not have enough data. So we need to keep it in the most efficient way possible in terms of timing and scheduling. We also need to respect our participants' scheduling. Sometimes they are not free for the interview, so we need to really make sure that our timing and scheduling align. So that is all from me about the what we can improve from our preliminary test before. Thank you.
So overall, the preliminary test is a key component in improving research instrument clarity, validity, and reliability. It analyzes questionnaires and technique for alignment with research aim. Jadi bukan tu je, ia dapat memanfaatkan participant lah input to detect and fix possible concerns such as unclear question, recruiting challenges and data recording difficulties. Jadi kalau kita dapat lihat by modeling the data gathering, process and modifying tools based on feedback, researchers improve the accuracy and efficiency of their methodologies. Jadi method ni dia dapat keeps the study is well prepared to collect data yang relevan dan dipercayai. Bukan tu je, laying the structure for strong and concrete result throughout the main study stage. Jadi that's all from our group. Thank you.